welcome back, everybody. We have the return of a familiar face, and unfortunately, the loss of a familiar face as well. Only temporarily, though. I will say. But yes, welcome back. This is once again our lovely little Grunk D&D stream. We are back again with 3 of my lovely players who are going to jump right on back into that time loop shenanigans they were dealing with last week. Before that, however, I would like each of my players to say who they are and what they are playing today.
Do I gotta go first again?
No,
I gotta
Feather
go
has
first.
to go first.
Oh,
Okay. Hi, I'm Feather. I'm playing Throgyn. I am a bird. Used to be dwarf. Last session, no, last session I was still magicked as a dwarf, so I look like a dwarf sometimes. I obtained 3 guns in the last session. One of them magical. I made them
oh no.
magical. I had a fight with Yuka, and I am begging her on my knees to forgive me, but we'll see. She needs to be here for that, so we're not there yet. Yeah, in this session, I hope someone can turn into a cat.
Good question. Good thing to ask for. May, would you like to go?
Certainly. I am May. I play my lovely half-orc Fig, who is a cleric who's slowly understanding his deity and his domain that he has been a part of for probably at least a year and still hasn't figured it out. But yeah, he's in this dungeon that's it's like it seems like a little familiar to him for some reason, but maybe just heard stories, but like there's a dead dragonborn skeleton that is like he's been trying to date it, but magic just throws everything off. And yeah, we'll see if he can contain his curiosity long enough to free a gnome.
Yeah. And last but certainly not least, Rose.
Hi. And I play Cam. Typically, Cam's confused about life, but given that I was not here this session, I am also confused about life. I've been told that there's time loop stuff, so I'm sure I'm gonna only get more confused from here. Also, I can turn into a cat. Not sure yet. Not sure why that would be useful yet, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah. And with that, I'm going to very quickly begin to shove my players back into this world. Let me just tab back over so people can see your dice rolls. Alright, so I'm going to sit here, and on my phone, whoa, the DM is using his phone during the session. How dare he do that?
Scandalous.
I have set a 30-minute timer.
No, it's going!
It's going. Timer has started. So, Chamomile. I will actually pause the timer for this little first bit. Chamomile. You watched as all of your friends stepped through a door, and before you went, you had, unfortunately, gotten distracted, making sure that you would put all of your cursed items down, everything was fine. It was sort of like mold earthed a little wall around them, so it was very clear, like, these were your things, do not touch them. And then you turned around and followed the rest through the floor. Unfortunately, because you hesitated, what is that, 2-3 minutes? The other adventurers had already been through this time loop twice by the time you show up.
Fascinating.
When the other 2 of you, Fig and Throgyn, reset, you 2 look around expecting to see yourselves and Yuka all sitting there. However, you notice that Yuka is absent. And Cam is back.
Secretly, we're the same person. You've never seen us in the room at the same time.
This is true. This is true, Stonks. So,
though.
with that, yes, go ahead.
No, I sort of want Cam to say that out loud, but
Okay.
no,
So,
we're good.
I'm going to now restart the 30-minute timer as I launch into exposition. Chamomile, what you see in front of you is you see that you are in a room, maybe about 15 by 15 foot. If you would like to look at the stream, you can see a map, or I will activate it for you as well. Please do not metagame when it comes to this map. I ask you very, very kindly. With that being said, you all see about halfway into the room there are tree roots growing down out of the ceiling, forming what look to be bars, like bars of a cage. You three are behind those bars, sharing with the skeletal remains of one very unlucky dragonborn. This dragonborn has been stripped to the bone, though you see no indication of how long or how much time the skeleton has been here. You also see in this room there are no lights. All of the lights are out, so I hope you do have dark vision.
Nope.
And if you don't, you will notice that there are exactly 2 patches of light. In either corner of the room, one in the northeast, one in the southwest, there's a small patch of what looks to be glowing moss. And you can hear water dribble.
Portals,
Right.
huh?
Hey, Cam?
Hey.
You're here? I'm just. I'm like.
I cast prestidigitation to make light.
You now see the room.
Hey! It's a room.
In addition to this, Cam, because I do believe your passive perception is high enough, you see 2 little vertical, they look like buttons, stacked one on top of the other one about half a meter off the ground, the second one about 1.5 meters off the ground. On the other side of the bars of the cage, on the stone wall to the east. There's also a dog bed in the southwest corner of the room.
So, anyone any idea what's up?
Yeah,
You've had
we
like
need
2 minutes more to get used to shit.
we need to press those 2 buttons. I don't hear Fig.
I also don't
No,
hear
it's the. No, I was mouthing to
Ah.
myself.
Okay. Yeah, we need to
That.
press the 2 buttons there. We need to
Okay.
like push them like.
It's like a rotate thing, I believe.
Yeah.
That's what you could wait. Where
Can
You
I
used to
mold
do
earth
it.
them?
Say again?
Can I just mold earth them?
No, you will actually find that you cannot do that. You
We
try
should
and mold
probably-
earth them, and you see that the caps of these little buttons, you can mold earth those, but underneath there's a small metal cylinder that looks a bit like a door hinge.
But there's earth on that. I can just push the
yes.
earth?
With that, you could, yes. Pushing the earth, you will then be able to swing open a door on the other side of the box.
Oh, great.
And
The
you
door.
see a very shaggy dog. Mangy, looks like it's been out to sea one too many times. Sitting on the other side of the door, with a glowing green stone in its mouth.
You're still tied up, right?
Huh?
You're still tied up,
We're still
right?
tied
You
up.
are in fact still tied up. I completely forgot about that, yes.
Can I try to grab can I try to grab one of my sharp knives for my toolkit?
Yes, I'll say that you can do that.
Okay, then I try to cut through May's thing first.
Cutting
I
through
assume
maze, you
Fig's-
don't have to make a roll, you can cut Fig out.
Right. I assume Fig's next to me, so here.
Can I-
Help.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just want to get as close to the bar as possible, being like, hi, puppy, how you doing?
It just like cocks its head at you and goes, huh?
Fig.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll get you too.
Thanks.
Right.
The dog does not move
Oh,
closer.
the stone. If it I think comes in the room, then the bars sort of release, and you could try to magic the bars with her magic, but that didn't
There,
work.
Yuka isn't here. What are you
Where's
talking about?
Yuka?
Yuka was here
I'm like
just a minute ago.
I'm like
I'm on
looking for a
Hikon
bat
too.
in the shadows, just like.
Do we have our own stuff on us?
You do have all of your stuff on you, yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
can I
There is
just
no
like
bat in the
grab?
shadows, Fig.
Can
Can
I
I
just
try to
like?
lure the dog with like some meat?
You can absolutely try. Give me an animal handling check.
Am I still tied up, by the way, or did someone put me free?
No,
I'm
we-
assuming somebody let you out.
Great.
I have really
Right,
bad
okay.
animal handling. Oops.
Oops. What was that? Was that number driven?
I think a 2.
I think it do. You're not very good. You're gonna
It's
see
not
the
a
dog,
1.
just sort of gets up and starts to like turn around like it's going to walk away.
Oh shit, guys. Guys. I can't do that.
I don't know, could we like make its bed comfy? Do we remember? Did it have a name? Did it have a name that we could call it? 'Cause
No
I don't.
idea. What do you think dogs like femurs? Can we grab the femur of that guy? Dogs
can
like bones, right?
Try. It's a dragonborn bone, so it's a little bit different. A little bit more spongy. But we can try. Cam, sorry, I forget if you're like, can you talk to animals as well? Since you can turn into animals, I'm forgetting.
I can. Why would that mean the same thing? What? I just turned into what Throgyn's supposed to look like. I still don't speak Dwarfish.
So
I
good
mean,
point.
I can teach you.
Later.
okay.
But
Sorry,
you want the
Oh, just-
puppy in the room? Yes.
yes, please.
Okay. Last session I was here. My words. Give me a second.
You can do it.
I magicked up some like snacks with good berries.
Yeah.
Would I still have like one of those to try and lure the puppy with that?
You can absolutely roll the animal handling.
Animal handling. Oh, no. Yes.
That's a
Roll.
lot.
Yeah, no, my screen was being a bit weird. No, natural 20. Apparently I'm good with this dog.
Amazing. So, yeah. You are going to take out one of these little berries that you had magicked up and sort of hold it out in your hand, sticking your hand through the bars. Just come here, puppy. And you see that one of his ears sort of like flips up a little bit, and he like turns his head back towards you. Gives it a really good long pause, like he knows he's not supposed to,
But he really wants to.
but he really wants to. And then he pads into the room. And as soon as he pads into the room and gets within a foot of the bars, all of the roots begin to grow and recede back into the ceiling, freeing the three of you.
I will feed the puppy the berry and just like, oh, you're such a good boy.
Try to take the stone.
Out of your hand.
Can we
Flour
try
all
to
over your hand.
take the stone with us?
You can absolutely
I'm not
take
interested
the
in
with
stone.
you.
I'm only interested in
Ah,
the
yeah.
puppy.
Can I have the
You
stone?
have a green glowing stone.
Nice.
I again look for a collar to see if the dog has a name.
You do find a collar on this dog. It's very like it looks almost like it's just been rope that's been tied around his neck loosely. But the name that you see attached to this dog is Scally.
Ellie.
Scally as in
No.
skeleton, or Scally as in
Scallywag. I believe.
Hey.
Scallywag.
Okay.
We see two exits, right?
You do see two exits.
Yeah.
There's one to the south, which is closed wooden doors, and one to your east, which is the stone door that is swung open.
Yep, we went, I believe, the open way the last time.
We went east, I think.
Time. We've been here like a solid 2 minutes.
We've been here like 3 or 4 times already. We've done this a few times. I'm pretty sure last time we went east and not south.
I don't remember opening any doors.
You guys
Maybe-
figure it out. Who's your
Okay.
third party?
Let's go down, but I do think yeah, we'll go down. We'll go down.
I'm just-
We'll go south.
I'm gonna see if I can walk until I can find the open room with the barrels and the stairs that have rats under them.
So, sorry, which way are you going, Faye?
The one that I don't have to open a door.
Alright, and at the same time, Throgyn is going the other direction.
No, I follow. We're
Okay,
staying
thank you.
together.
That was my question, thank you, okay. Yeah, Fig, you walk
Oh,
down
I'm also following, but I am gonna be sad about leaving the puppy.
you see that the puppy pads over to his dog bed, just sort of like walks around twice and then lays down.
He's so good.
Fig, Throgyn, Cam, you all follow the door to the east. Walking through this door, what used to be a stone door, you still see condensation on the roof of this hallway. There's no torches in here, but with Throgyn's prestidigitation, you are able to have light. I think Fig also had light that Fig cast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can cast it. I haven't yet.
Yeah.
I can also cast my own light. I have to use flame.
Yeah, but I also need to see. I also need to be able to see. I'm fine.
Walking down this hallway, it's about 30 foot or so before you come to a small opening on the other side. Now, the opening on the other side is small enough that Fig needs to crouch and sort of squeeze to get through it, but also about 10 foot off the ground in the room that it leads you to. This looks more like a vent or a like an airway through the rest of this complex. And the two of you who have been here before see the same thing you used to. However, Cam, what you see that there is a small cellar here. There's a couple of different barrels sitting in one corner. One of them you can tell is split open a little bit, and there's soured wine inside just by the smell that you can catch coming off of it. Other than that, there's a couple of like closed crates. The floor was a wooden floor at some point, but over time, part of it has begun to rot. Some of the like dirt and debris and roots have started to grow up and around one side of this floor, one side of this room. The walls are stone. It looks like whatever this place was, it was carved out underground, and then the stones were put up to help it keep its shape over time. You see the roof above you has more roots growing down through it. And on the southern side of the room, on the wall, the same wall as where this door has led you out of, there is a wooden staircase leading up to a different closed door.
We
Watch
didn't
out
open
for the
any doors.
fifth thing.
Oh yeah. One of them's really rotted through. If you say it's the fifth one, I
The
don't
fifth.
quite remember which number. Okay, fifth one. Yeah, so I dropped down because I don't
Yep.
remember anything being bad from dropping down.
You dropped out. The only thing was you did hurt your ankle a little bit last time.
Yep.
So you could roll me a dexterity save with advantage. Everyone who drops down.
Yeah, I'm gonna be careful because currently I'm shorter than I'm used to, so the fall looks like it's
Oh,
gonna
wait.
be higher.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I rolled without advantage, so I'm just rolling 2 normals.
Sure.
There you go.
Sure, I'll work with that.
Oh wait, what roll do you need?
Dexterity save with advantage, please.
Okay.
Fig, with a 15, you managed to fall without hurting yourself. Just sort of landing. You've done this once before.
Scally, 5th step. I'm just gonna like be
I am-
mumbling the knowledge to myself that we have like recalled throughout this entire thing, because I'm like,
I'm
items
surprised you're
don't
not making
have.
yourself a pamphlet.
Well, no, because the notes will be rewritten. It will just be blank again. Everything resets.
Okay, so a player question, not a cam
Yes,
question.
go ahead.
Does that mean like spell slots and stuff also reset?
Yes, spell slots and stuff do
Okay.
also reset.
Good. I was worried about that.
With a 16 and a 21 from both of you, you also are able to drop down without injuring yourself.
Okay. Yeah, so up the steps that way. I think fifth one shatters. There might be I guess we never really saw the rats. I'm assuming they're rats underneath
Cam,
that,
you
so
hear a
don't.
We
lot of
did
scuttling
see
under
them.
the stairs. Like a lot of scuttling.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
so
thought we did
we're
see
trying. Maybe just like beady eyes in the darkness, but
them.
like there's a lot of critters that just have beady eyes in the darkness.
Yeah.
So let's not antagonize them. So I just zoom straight to the staircase. I'm going like really tentatively, like testing every step because I'm not sure if it's the fifth one.
You will, Fig, as you're stepping up, you will notice as soon as you put your foot on the fifth step and start to put a little bit of pressure on it, it just snaps underneath your weight a little bit. It doesn't fall completely through, but it does crack.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Yep. Throgyn, you're right. It's the fifth one.
I will say that you are able to just step over the fifth step and continue up. And just do other people follow Fig? You're the only one going.
Yeah. No, I follow again. Yeah. I know what
Okay,
the
so-
next room is gonna be.
I don't.
Yeah,
Therefore,
you wanna-
I'm following. I'm assuming people have opened everything by now, given that they said they've been here 5 times.
Yeah, we've never explored this room, but
I don't know
I'm not
that.
gonna let Cam. I'm not gonna let Cam know that because I don't want to.
You all end up walking through this doorway, barely pushing open like a wooden door. You all walk out into a room that is smaller than the room you started in, but also has a full tree growing in the center of this room. Chamomile is a deciduous tree of some variety. You can tell that it's definitely a tree similar to those on the material plane, like it's more similar to material plane trees than Feywild trees, but it's also not a tree type that you've seen before.
That's a tree.
That's a tree.
Definitely.
You three stand on a small, like, stone, almost like walkway that circumnavigates the entire room, that has small steps down into a dirt-floored area in the center. You see that the tree grows out of the floor here. There's a circle of stones around it, almost as if it's a walking path of sorts. And in the tree, in one of the lower branches, you see that there is a gnomish woman hanging, limp, unconscious in the tree. Her body is encased in what looks to be amber, definitely tree sap and tree resin of some sort. Vaguely orange. It covers her torso, her legs, everything except for her head, her hair, and one of her hands. You also see that there are branches wrapped around, one around her midsection and one around her legs, keeping her in place. She has shock red hair that is curlier than any you have ever seen. You see that she's caked in salt. There are so many freckles over her skin that it looks like her entire skin tone is freckles. What would you all like to know?
Yuka said something about the sap being something that brings you to a bad place, so we should probably not touch it.
Yeah, it was like, if I recall, it was sort of a plane that like paralyzed Yuka until we got her like away from the sap. So I'm guessing that's what this lady gnome is experiencing. We've never learned her name. Just Cam, if you'd like to know, we're just gonna refer to her as like gnome because we've never learned her name.
Yeah.
Or just
Redhead.
wife.
Why?
Yep.
Why do we care about her then?
Because we met her wife.
I mean,
It's
so
the,
many people's partners. That's like part of their
It's
job.
the Rock's wife that we met in Baratara, the innkeep orc.
Ah,
That's Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So,
sure. I
um,
guess.
let's see. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm,
But we're not gonna
I'm,
touch this app. We're supposed to get her down then, I'm assuming, or what's the idea here?
What if I
yeah,
blast the tree and try to
yeah, I
blow the
know.
tree branch off?
I'm also thinking about
You're allowed.
burning in the tree, but I'm also like, I don't know if there are events here for smoke,
I
and
think if
that
we burn
might,
it, she'll burn first.
yeah, that wouldn't be great.
I think people's generally not considered very polite.
Mhm. I'm gonna see how close I can get to this gnome without touching the tree. Like, get up close to see how like
Great.
intertwined she is.
So Fig, you'll see that as you walk up to the tree, you can walk up fairly closely. Again, there's this circle of what almost look like walking stones around it. And as soon as you step onto those walking stones, you notice that stepping into the circle the tree is in is going to involve you stepping over the roots of this tree very carefully, trying to avoid leaf fall, things like that. Do you still choose to go, to walk closer?
Yeah, and okay. If I like make a mistake and I touch the tree, I'd like to like cast identify immediately as
Prepared
I like
action
step
identified,
and fall.
understood.
Yeah,
Understood.
prepared action.
You continue to walk closer. And as you step foot into this dirt window into the ground, you hear the leaves above you begin to shake. It's not quaking aspen shaking, rather it's just like a breeze has blown through them. You
I
feel
look
no
to see.
breeze against your skin.
Yeah, that's it. I didn't see any events.
You were able to walk forwards, not towards where this gnome is. A Fig, to you, if you were to reach up and step on like an apple crate or something, you could reach her. She's just
If I stand on your
barely
shoulder,
She's just barely out of your reach right now. You could jump and like high five her, but that's about it.
Yeah.
You would be able to touch her hair. Her hair does hang down into your reach.
Is she like upside down?
Yeah, she's on her
Not
stomach
good.
on one of these branches, so her head's like hanging down.
Okay. I can't quite reach her, Throgyn. So I think I'd like I feel like because I've just like been traveling with Yuka that like every other tree I like see I'm like, are you alive?
Yeah.
So I am like, Throgyn, be careful. Careful of the tree. I don't know if it's like inert, malicious, benign. Uh, I don't know, benign. It's
In complicated word.
uncertain. Um,
should I climb on your shoulders and try to see if I can get to?
if you want to, sure, I can.
I
Give me a dexterity check, Thorgan.
dex check.
See if you touch the tree while you're getting up on big shoulders. While you do that, I'm just going to very quickly pop out the combat tracker.
That's a 22.
With a 22, you do not touch the tree as you are climbing onto Big Shoulders. Congratulations. Now that you're up on Big Shoulders, you are able to more easily reach this woman if you so choose to. You can see that her hooked nose rests above lips that seem to be parted ever so slightly, just as if in unconsciousness, in slackness, not necessarily in pain or injury or anything like that. You see that her eyes are closed, but there is movement behind them, almost as if her eyes are flicking back and forth rapidly. You see that while she does have flaming red hair, the first inch and a half or so that is growing out of her scalp is gray, almost white. And you can tell that this is a woman just looking at her, looking at the scars that she has over her skin, over her jacket, which looks to be some sort of like almost 350-year-old military jacket that's been very lovingly sewn up over the years. That this is somebody who's seen a lot of combat or at least a lot of hardship.
Fig, I'm gonna keep talking to you, and you know what to do if I stop speaking. I try
Right, yeah.
to touch the woman, touch her skin at any point where I can.
Do you choose her face or her hand?
Both were not encumbered by both were
Correct.
not encased, right?
Correct.
I think her hand.
You reach up to touch her hand. You feel that she is warm. She is warm in the sense that a living person is warm. Her hands are covered in wrinkles. It's ever so slightly dry, that she's seen a lot of salt water in her days, and a lot of salt water before she was here, wherever here is. You don't receive a response from her in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. If I hold my hand near her respiratory organs, do I feel her breathe, or do I not feel anything?
You feel the small puffs of air that escape her mouth.
If I take her hand and try to move it,
so as you try and pull on her hand, you feel two things happen. The first is that her hand will move ever so slightly, just at the muscle and at the fingers where they are free. However, as soon as you start to pull a little bit further, trying to pull into that resin, all of the leaves above you begin to shake and quake again. And I'm going to need the both of you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Sorry.
And initiative for anyone who wants to roll the initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cam's just confused. So if I roll initiative, could I just skip my first turn out of just pure confusion of like, why are we fighting a tree?
Absolutely, you can.
Great.
Absolutely, you are allowed to willingly skip turns.
Where was the initiative one again?
If you go into the
left
combat
of your like
tab.
HP.
Also, what did you get for? Oh, 4 for your
Oh,
dexterity
yes,
saving
initiative.
throw. Interesting.
Normal.
Well, Fig and Throgyn, you are both going to feel Fig, the ground underneath you begins to move and begins to quake a little bit. And then you feel something just like push up underneath your foot, which has two effects. One is to throw you off balance, drop it and Throgyn. But the other is you're suddenly transported into a void of pure white. Throgyn, you begin to fall, and you're not able to catch yourself at times. So as you fall, you end up pressing your hand against one of these roots, and you are also transported into a void of pure white.
Maybe we should have explained. Are we in the same light?
Cam, you see that your two friends are lying there, unconscious, not responding, not getting up. And the two of you Fig and Throgyn, you two can see each other. You're standing relatively close to each other. Throgyn still on the ground as if he had fallen. However, you both also see a third person in this void. You see a gnome woman, a gnomish woman with just ginger hair, flaming red hair, a hooked nose, freckles so dense it looks like her skin tone, and a military jacket.
Oh. Good. Can I talk here? I'm like cautiously moving my limbs.
All of your limbs move normally. Throgyn, you can hear Fig if Fig talks.
I stand up.
I'm like,
Can you?
seeing if I can physically pat if I feel I don't like.
There's nothing around you. You don't feel anything. I mean, you can feel Throgyn if you touch Throgyn, but...
Yeah, I'm feeling if he's like a...
No, he's real.
Oh, okay.
He's real.
Okay.
Hi,
but I don't...
I'm Throgyn.
Oh, so who are you saying this, Throgyn?
The woman.
Oh. The woman you
No, hello,
actually
Fig.
notice appears to be not walking away from you, but she's a good like 10 or 20 foot further into this. Oh,
Oh, sh.
and
Still
everything
didn't
goes
catch her name.
black for all three of you.
Still didn't catch me.
Everything goes black for all three of you. And then you wake up. Cam, Throgyn, it's dark. There's 2 points of light, both glowing a bluish green.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Blue.
produce a flame. I figured out. Like they told me we repeat it.
Welcome back to the cage.
Hi. Why did you guys fall? And why are we here?
Yeah, I explained why I cut Fig loose.
Yep.
We are here again because we keep being in the same loop. We fell because we touched the tree sap. That's what probably happened to Yuka, I think. Because
you're
we
here.
touched the tree. We saw we saw the ginger lady. Yeah, every half hour you start again, and then you become here. We
You're all
start
free
again.
by
It's
this
a
point.
time loop.
Your hands are all free by this point.
Yeah.
Great, love that.
So we just need to go through the entire thing again and figure out a solution. And then I hope we'll be done.
Mhm.
So can you do the little trick with the dog again?
Yeah, I'll just press the button again that I pressed last time.
You turn the hinges, the door swings open, there's a dog on the other side.
I still have that
Oh,
good
Skelly.
berry.
Yeah.
Skelly.
Yep.
Scally.
Over here.
Scally sort of snuffles on over. The roots recede.
I give
He
him
eats
a
the berry
his
out of-
berry and his.
I take
Oh,
the
he
green
loves
stone
the
again.
scratches. He loves the scratches so much.
I take the green stone again.
You said your
I
goodbye.
forgot to use it last time.
I will see you in half an hour.
He just
You
pops
got
his
it.
head to the side. Goes and
Um,
lays down.
Let's run through the corridor again.
You go through the corridor. You see that there is a small 10-foot drop into this cellar type area.
Okay, so
Yes.
you guys explored everything, right?
No.
Great.
Oops.
I heard a
We're on
no, and that means I'm breaking open a crate.
It's
We're on a time
vinegar.
limit, Cam.
It's vinegar.
It's not good.
Can you give me an attack roll?
As in what kind of attack roll? Just
Melee attack roll. You're breaking open a crate.
but like, do I smack it with my fist or with a weapon?
Up to you.
And
However
also-
you would want to break open a crate.
Also, how the fuck did I? I guess. I mean, I have my quarterstaff. I can smack with a quarterstaff.
Yeah, smack it.
I smack it.
Feather, are you happy with your time being used like this?
It's vinegar. Everyone knows vinegar isn't as good as red wine. It's sad. It's disappointing.
With an 11, you manage to break one of these crates open, and you see that it's filled to the brim with hardtack. Like hardtack, dried meats, dried fruits, stuff like that.
So
Okay.
I would like to eat some of that.
It's old, it's dry, but it's delicious.
Wonderful.
There were rats here, right?
There are, you heard scuttling, you hear
I
scuttling.
heard scuttling. Okay, I'm just gonna like create a food crumb trail to the tree to see if I can get them to touch the tree.
Then we
Give
all
me
need to
an
skip
animal
the
handling check, please.
I mean, it's not a food handling check.
No.
No.
What? Animal handling.
I have a -1. I cannot help you.
Yeah, okay. Well, Cam says
15.
that maybe both of us shouldn't go into the void thing to talk to the gnome, but at least probably one of us should.
I'm so
and then I can like
sorry.
grab you away after like a minute. And then
Yeah,
you
that
can...
sounds good. I'd love to talk to her.
So, Fig and Throgyn have already walked up the stairs, skipping the 5th stair, into the room with this big tree. Meanwhile, Cam has now followed behind them, leading a breadcrumb trail of feral rats. Like, I want you to think New York City subway rats.
We need
I would
we
like to
need
do
like
a little
the-
experiment on the other side of the room that the rats are going to be in.
Of course. Of course. So, Cam, you lead this breadcrumb trail to the tree, sort of throw the crumbs at the tree.
Yeah.
You notice, Fig, I will say you notice this. When the first
I don't
rat
notice it.
steps into the circle, nothing happens. However, when Throgyn steps into the circle, the leaves once again begin to shake.
Mhm.
Probably realize this, but don't care. Or like I see it, but I don't realize it.
Yeah.
I touch one of the roots. Because the
Throgyn.
roots stretch out to me, right?
Throgyn.
Yeah.
May I please have a wisdom saving throw?
I start my own
I have
pocket watch.
really bad wisdom. Oh, that's a 16. That's fine.
Throgyn, you notice that you feel a pull on you, like it's trying to pull your mind in towards it, but you have the chance here to resist if you want to resist.
Do I have any insight into whether this will take me to the right white space?
It feels the same as when you went to the white space before.
Then I don't want to resist it.
And Throgyn falls unconscious. And Throgyn, you find yourself in this white space along with 3 rats. 4 rats.
Shit.
5 rats.
No.
And the gnomish woman, who is again about 20 foot away from you. Now that you see her,
Do I
you
just
have a little
see-
bit more time. Yeah, go ahead, Big.
I just like know if I notice like rats just like passing out as they get close to this tree.
I'll say yeah, you
Like,
notice this.
dropping. I'm just like,
Maybe there's
I'm gonna do-
how many things can go unconscious? We don't know.
you can test that, Cam. I'm gonna
I'll go get more rats.
More rats!
I
Throgyn.
run up to the gnomish woman.
As you run up to the gnomish woman, you see that she is wandering around. She's moving slowly, almost as if she's walking through a fog. And the closer you get to her, you notice that she does not turn around to greet you.
What happens if I say hi to her? Hello. Are you okay?
You don't receive a response. She also never turns to look at you directly, rather continuing to sort of walk in the same direction she's attempting to.
If
You notice that she's walking in place more than anything.
I try to step like right in front of her so she really can't go anywhere.
As you try to step in front of her, you feel what almost feels like a wall. You're able to push through it to get directly in front of her. However, you're confident that this wall is why she's moving in place and she's not able to move forwards. Fig, Cam, you two see the actual branches of this tree begin to move and creak at this point.
I try to hold the woman. Wait, yeah.
Throgyn, what you see is you see this woman's eyes, her irises, her sclera, they're gray and clouded over. Not blind as in she is a blind woman, but rather hidden, fogged, as if something other is happening here.
If I touch her hand, does that do anything?
If you touch her hand, you will notice that she starts for a moment. And sort of pulls back a little bit. You see that she reaches towards her hip, where you see that there is an empty scabbard. But you also notice she never makes eye contact with you. You are convinced that she does not see you, but she could feel you.
and then if it's, I might be giving like Throgyn like 3 minutes of our time to do this.
It has
So-
been, I think, 3 minutes, Vic.
Can I
Yeah,
do
so
one more
then I-
thing?
Well, not. We didn't really set a time, so I'm just gonna
Yeah.
pull you away.
Fig, as soon as you pull Throgyn fully away from this tree, Throgyn, you come back to your body, and you all enter initiative. So, who goes first in this fun little initiative?
There were so
I
many.
do believe it's Throgyn.
Do we need to re-roll, or is it just the same initiative?
Just gonna use the same ones.
Okay.
Okay. I start by explaining everything. Well, explaining everything. I don't have time for that. There were too many rats in there, and the woman doesn't really seem to be there. There's something else going on in that white space.
Too many rats.
I don't know if this is an action or a bonus action, but I want to make a magical, or is that a 5th level thing? I'm not sure. I don't think I can do that yet. Maybe not. What is the strategy? The tree is moving, right?
The tree is
it's-
moving.
Literally, it's going to like try to grab us. I am gonna try to like burn it down and get her out.
Great. It's not your turn.
I have my magical gun,
Yes,
and
you
I
have your
try to
magic gun. You have your
shoot it
wand.
at the tree that she's in.
It's like shooting a hurricane.
Krogan.
Yes. I shoot a tree.
Krogan.
Yeah.
You do not have to make an attack roll for this.
It's a tree.
Fun.
Because as you pull the trigger,
Mhm.
nothing happens.
There's no bullets?
Am I out of ammo?
You're out of ammo for the block. I'm so sorry.
Okay. I don't. Wait, do I have any bonus actions that I can use?
I'm so sorry, Throgyn.
For command, the thing needs to understand what I say, right?
Correct.
Okay. Shit. All of my spells are actions. This is awful.
I'm so sorry, Throgyn.
I'm sad. That's what my bonus action is.
I'm so sorry,
My bonus
Throgyn. A
action,
single tear rolls down your bird cheek.
yeah.
I will remind you, you have 2 other guns.
So I can still try to use another gun?
Next turn, yeah.
Next turn, yeah.
I'm sorry.
But those are not magical.
No, they're not. But you also never checked if you had ammo in the Glock.
No.
I'm sorry, Throgyn.
Knowledge gained. Anyway.
You hear a little Legend of Zelda sting. Chamomile, it's your turn.
Yeah. I was busy guiding rats to be touch the tree, so like the
Oh,
tree
there's
is
rats in
moving.
the tree now.
I'm dead aware. Like I'm aware of the tree moving, but okay, our thing is grab what's her name?
We don't know.
No, I know, that's what I'm calling. What's her name? I mean, Throgyn tried to shoot it. I think I noticed that much.
Yes, you definitely noticed
right?
Throgyn trying to shoot this thing.
So can I just like get all up in its face and like produce flame it?
Just try and set it on fire?
Yeah, or scare it away. I don't know how
Yeah.
to freeze thing.
You can set them in a circle if you wish, and produce flame.
That sounds like a bad idea, though. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can throw the thing. Can I throw it?
I'm pretty sure you can apply it to a weapon.
No, make her. You can also attack with the flame. When you cast a spell. Oh, on a later turn, I can throw it.
Yes.
Would there be a route that I can burn without getting in the circle?
You would have to like fully extend your arm, but you could probably reach your root, yeah.
Great, I'll attack it that way.
Great. Is there damage associated with producing?
On a hit, 1d8.
Then what I want you to do is I want you to make me a melee attack.
Attack. Go.
Against the thing in the middle of the room, if you couldn't guess.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
21.
21 hits.
And then it's a normal hit. For a whole 2 fire damage.
This tree will proceed to take many fire damage.
It's a tree. It no like fire.
It is tree, no like fire. Give me a second. I'm trying to get this tree to take fire damage. All right, the tree's been pinged. Would you like to do anything else?
Well, I don't know much about finding a tree. I don't think I've ever found a tree before.
I don't think you have.
But I'm gonna treat it like any other foe and not try and get out of smacking range because that gets me hurt.
Fair enough.
Is there a way to like have the three of us as much spread out as possible while still seeing them?
Yes, I would say that.
Can I go to like a third of the tree?
I would say that yeah, you can like sort of scooch around the trees so that you're opposite from Fig and Throgyn.
Yeah, I still want to see them.
Yeah, you can still see them. If you wanted to like spread around the tree in thirds, that'd probably be the easiest way to spread out while still seeing each other.
Well, I'm about a third away from whoever was closest to me.
They're bunched up, so it's going to be the both of them.
Sure,
Yep.
I'm about
Great,
a third away from
perfect. Is that all of your turn?
both. Yeah, I think so.
Then it's Tree's turn. Chamomile,
I don't know.
you're about to get attacked because you hurt Tree.
I figured.
So can you please make me a Wisdom saving throw?
14.
14. With the 14, you are going to pass. Meets it. You feel a root begin to grow up around you, trying to grab your ankle. And as it brushes you, you again feel this pull on your mind, as if it's trying to sort of suck your mind into it. And you're able to pull away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's first of Tree's turn. The other thing Tree is going to do is Tree is going to roll against Throgyn. Throgyn does a. Give me 1 second. Because my laptop's decided to not like this. Why won't it let me roll attack damage, please? There we go. Throgyn is still 23 hit you.
Would it? I don't know. Yeah, that hits.
Cool, yeah. With that 23, could you please take me 19 damage?
Yeah. Wait.
Quite a lot of damage. It is quite a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Also, let me give you guys some light in the combat so you can actually see the thing that's happening.
Oh wait, I should have cast. Okay, it's too late.
It's alright, I hope you can see now. I know that in spirit you have the light.
Mm-hmm.
That is everything. Fig, it is your turn.
Yep. So I'm guessing I do just see Throgyn just like get walloped,
Bonked.
just like
Yes.
bodied by.
He's like thrown around by this tree.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see. Am I within? What is my distance? My 30 movement of etc. So yes, I will walk over to Throgyn. Do just at least just a little bigger wounds because
Thank you.
I need to make sure that like someone's up so that they can grab us out of, I don't know, blankness
Yeah,
induced step hallucinations.
makes sense.
Do we
So-
though? We're gonna be back here in like half an hour.
Yeah, but we're trying to not do that as much. So just
Time to game,
first
time for your
spell
life.
slots, I believe. That pops up. Then a 1d8 plus spellcast modifier. Let's see, does the button work? Yes, it should. So you get 9 of those hit points back,
That is
Throgyn.
incredible.
GG.
And then my bonus action, 'cause the bonus action is to get my spiritual weapon out, because yes. And okay, this is a DM question.
Yes.
Can I make it different every time, or is it the same spiritual weapon every time?
You can make it different every time, however, it has to be a weapon that is associated with your deity.
Okay.
That
Then
sounds ominous.
Big has an idea, because I think this should work. Morgan or May thinks this should work. That that as I don't need that, but I will cast it, and as I touch my sensor and sort of do like a head down motion as I like unsheath from like a void into a light, and it's a hopefully this works. If it doesn't, you can tell me. But it's like one of those Japanese saws that are like square and like double-sided, so that it would cut through wood like super fast.
I'll say that you can have it. I'll say that you can have it. It's a craftsman's tool. I'll let you have it.
Exactly. Anyway, so that is what I unsheathed from a void, and let's see. I think that would probably be one. I'm thinking one-handed, because
Sure.
where's it?
You technically do not need to wield a spiritual weapon in any hand, so do what you wish.
Mm-hmm. That that's true. It just sort of
Yeah.
pops
It
up.
kind of floats next to you if you want to.
Yep. And then that would be my bonus movement and regular action. I'm all done.
All right. With that, we go back to the top of the round with Throgyn.
I cast a catapult.
Understandable. Go catapult.
That's a DC 13 Dex saving throw.
I will tell you right now, this tree is gonna fail.
Okay, wonderful. Damage.
It's not dexterous, this tree that's mostly immobile.
I mean, would you
How
like me to roll for tree? I can
18.
roll for tree dex save.
I did it 18 max. Ah,
With you're gonna do 18 damage to the tree. You're gonna do 18 damage to the tree.
yeah.
I just need to let the foundry actually let me do damage to the tree. There we go.
My bonus action is to say suck on that to the tree. And then I would also prepare a reaction for when the tree attacks me again. I don't, yeah. Yeah.
Certainly. What is your reaction? Because here's the problem: you've already used your action, so you cannot prepare another action.
Yeah, like my reaction is shield, which casting time 1 reaction.
Ah, yes. You do not actually have to announce that ahead of time. You can announce that when you get hit.
Okay. Wonderful.
Incredible. With that, we're gonna go to Cam. It is your turn.
Well, I mean, people keep attacking the tree and fireworks.
Fire does work. This is true.
Also, there's a root wrapped around my ankle, and I really would prefer if there wasn't.
You are not restrained, I will specify.
No, but they told me that it shouldn't touch me, so I'm gonna burn the root that's like around my ankle. I still have a flame in my hands.
Give me an attack roll.
Yeah, I'm fine.
The tree is not dexterous.
18.
18 will hit. 18 will hit the tree. Please roll for damage.
A whole damage!
A singular whole damage?
Fire damage on a tree, so it's a little bit more maybe.
It is in fact a little bit more.
And then can I like step out of the root that was touching me? Like just
Yes.
scoot away so it's not touching me?
You notice that the root that was touching you has completely burned away from where you had hit it with this cantrip.
Great.
You, Chamomile, are also going to notice, as you burn this tree for the second time, the root that was around you and sort of the ground that was underneath you begins to shake a little bit.
Uh-huh.
With that, it is going to be the tree's turn. And
I will tell them it not like fire.
Understandable.
Like it seems obvious, but I'm still gonna keep telling them.
Chamomile,
Mm-hmm.
you are going to watch as one of these massive branches starts swinging towards you.
My God.
And would you tell me, please, my dearest Chamomile,
Uh-huh.
if a 23?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Chamomile, could you please take for me? 18
damage. Yeah, I'm not happy.
No.
Why do I
Throgyn,
need- Why do I need
Yeah.
to roll a concentration?
Our Produce Flame is a concentration-based spell, so it says that you have taken damage and therefore must need to do the thing. The thing is, because you use Produce Flame to deal
Doesn't
damage,
say it's concentration.
wild.
Huh?
Don't worry about the concentration then.
Oh, I know what it is. I did the enhanced ability for Fig like a while ago for the mental effects.
Right, yes.
Oh,
Yes,
wait.
yes.
So then, if I succeed this, Fig still has advantage on wisdom save stuff.
No, because I think it's been more than
Or-
an hour.
No.
Has
Yeah.
it? Sure.
Yeah,
Then I'm not gonna.
At least to Fig it has been.
yes. Can you, however, make me a wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom save, yes. Wisdom save.
Unfortunately, Tree has hit you, and therefore Tree demands
14.
sacrifice. With a 14, you are able to once again push off the pull that you feel from this thing.
Fuck off.
Fig,
Leave me alone.
the tree does not respond.
I figured.
Fig, it is your turn.
Okay. So with my floaty weapon, if I go back up to it, it's so as my bonus action, I can move the weapon up to 20 feet.
Yes.
So I am going to go to the gnome that's in the tree
Yeah.
and like start like maybe cutting the main branch that she's on off.
Absolutely.
So that's a attack against a creature within 5 feet of it. So it's
Yep.
I'm guessing we're causing it as an attack.
Yep. That is absolutely an attack. Please roll me an attack roll.
Haha.
Oh.
Hopefully an 18 hits.
Oh, an 18 will in fact hit. Please roll me damage.
Going back up to my weapon.
And this is a radiant weapon, right?
Oh. Spectral weapon.
Damage check radiant, though, I think. I do believe.
Okay, so the little damage button on the thing didn't work. So,
Understandable.
going to have to
Just roll it manually.
quickly
Completely fine.
search for it. Yeah. I need to know which dice to roll.
We'll do this little,
You need to like pause and start that for all the exhibition. You need to pause right now while I'm searching because the button didn't work. Okay, ADM.
Just roll 3d8. Just roll 3d8. Go on.
Okay, if you, that's fine then.
I don't think it's actually 3d8. I think it's only 2d8.
Well, you said 3d8.
I did say
so...
3. No, you're right. I did say 3d8.
If I remember how to do that.
I will
That
let you
work?
have this one attack, and then you are going to be reset.
It's fine. I want to see its action to my shopping.
Understandable.
There you go.
Uh,
That's a 15.
a 15.
That's what.
You are going to take no damage. However, this thing is going to take damage. Oh, whoa, backwards, back it up. I did the math wrong there. Chat. Yes, I hear the timer going off. It's fine. 112 minus 30 is 182, I think. Or, sorry, 82?
112 minus 30?
I think is 82.
Yes.
Well, with that, you
Well,
are
it's
going
got
to
one.
see.
No.
You're not quite at half health yet, so you're not going to see anything
No.
special. Before, you all start to see your vision fading from the outside in once again. As your vision begins to fade, you are going to feel a couple of things slightly differently this time. The first is that this whole process, it used to be instantaneous, and this time it's actually taking time for you to lose consciousness. The second thing that you're going to experience is when that darkness does finally start reaching most of your vision, you hear something in the back of your head. Throgyn, you hear a voice, a very old voice, croaking as if it's a voice that's been shouting for many, many, many decades before now. Hey, don't be so slow next time. And then you're going to fall unconscious. You three, before you wake up, Chamomile, you hear a small voice in the back of your head that sounds an awful lot like Lady Yuka's. The tree is unnatural.
Yeah, I'll
She's
just
trying
revolt
to
in my
help,
head.
right? And Fig, you hear a voice in the back of your head as well. This is a voice you have heard before, relatively recently, in fact. It sounds dwarvish. The vowels are clipped in just such a way that implies this person did not grow up speaking common, but grew up speaking dwarvish. And you hear it say, huh, ain't that a special case? Good choice of weapon. Before you all three wake up once again, and the timer restarts.
Did you guys also hear that voice? Prestidigitation.
You begin to cut each other out.
I'm guessing you didn't hear my voice because it's sort of personal, and then I can go.
I heard some old croaky dude saying, like, you need to be quicker next time. Don't be so slow.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yuka was just bitching at me. So.
No, I
Sounds
someone
normal.
else. But
she's not here. I can't even escape her in my unconsciousness.
Do the dog thing. We need to be quick.
Sure, and I press the button.
You press the buttons, the dog's there. You ask the dog
We're
over,
not-
dog lets you out.
Throgyn?
Scally,
Yeah.
Scally.
Yeah.
Second Scally over.
Okay, so Throgyn, you have like
take the gun.
bottles, right?
Puddles?
Yes, glass bottles. You have them, right? You do stuff.
Like water splashes? Puddle?
No, bottle made of glass.
Bottle. Oh. Liquid container. I have water flasks.
Are they?
I may
Great.
have. Oh wait, I have my alchemical bottles, but those are not like big bottles.
I don't need big bottles. I just need like a few bottles.
I give you a few of my alchemical bottles, but the ones that are kind of old.
Yes, good, awesome.
I take the green stone again and I sprint as fast as I can down the same corridor.
Brogan's gone. Brogan's gone, you guys.
Okay. Well,
see.
I also followed Throgyn. I wanna there was a barrel that was open that was like vinegary alcohol stuff. I just want to fill the bottles with the vinegary alcohol stuff.
Are
Absolutely.
you gonna make a
Because that
Molotov,
shit's flammable.
Cam?
Yeah.
Are you? Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Cam, I will say one other thing.
Uh-huh.
On your way out of the bars, you do see that the Dragonborn was holding a brown bottle of some ilk.
What's it smell like?
Very strong. Very
Like
flammable.
alcohol straw? Yes, awesome. I also take that bottle. I'm gonna set this
Yeah.
bitch on fire, so God help me.
Right. Right.
I want that
Yeah,
quote on a t-shirt now.
Yeah, I'd go after them. I'm just. Let's see. I need to look up my spells again. Because I'm thinking, right? I can't have like multiple concentration things up at a
No,
time.
you can only have one. Throgyn,
Yeah.
you're in the room with the tree.
I have the green stone in my hand.
Yep.
What happens if I bring it closer to the circle?
You notice that the stone in your hand begins to glow once again. And this time, as you start to get closer and closer, the leaves, they move, but they're not shaking like they were before. This time, what ends up happening is as these leaves shake, as these leaves begin to move, you see branches begin to curl downwards towards you. Not as if they're going to grab you, not as if they're going to attack you, but rather as if they're like genuinely reaching towards you. And you begin to feel a pressure in the back of your brain asking for entry.
If I see this happening to Throgyn, I'm like rushing up and like patting them on the back, Shield of Faith style. Just like,
wait, stop it! Stop! Wait, let me do this. Let me try. I see a pig running towards me, and I'm like, no. I hold the stone in such a way. I try to hold the stone in such a way.
If you want to stop him, I'm going to need a grapple check from you. And
can I try to acrobatics my way out of it?
And a reflexes acrobatic check from Throgyn. Chamomile, you have 4 bottles of flammable liquid.
you need to roll something, right? Yes.
Yeah, I need a grapple check. I need an athletics check.
I'm not doing well.
Oh no, you're not
Regular
doing
strength roll. Right?
If you also
Yeah,
fall,
strength
you
roll.
just push me into the tree, I think.
Oh no. Oh, Throgyn. Oh, Throgyn.
Let me just roll my normal strength. Anyway, there you go.
What have you darlings rolled for me? Oh,
I rolled an
Fig
8.
has 1.
Yeah.
So, Fig, what do you do?
It's the I just see Throgyn rushing up to this tree, and I haven't heard of the plan yet. So, I'm just like, it's sort of like a wrap one arm around Throgyn, and then it's like a
You just
like a
get down,
bop
Mr.
on the
President.
head, just like a
You
bop
didn't-
on the head, Shield of Faith.
Throgyn,
like-
you have in fact been grabbed.
I give a little squeak. I give a little squeak like a baby porvid. I was not expecting this. Does the tree react at all?
The tree, you notice, doesn't move, doesn't change what it's been doing, but as you are pulled away, you notice that the stone begins glowing less.
Wait, Fig. Let me try this. I will hold the stone in such a way that you can grab it out of my hand. I want to see what happens if I touch the tree while holding the stone.
Okay, but talk to me before doing things. I didn't know what you're doing.
You're less fast than I am. I am quicker.
With the sentence, talk to me before you do things, Cam's gonna rush into the room with the bottles of flammable stuff.
I touch the tree while Cam walks in.
Are you making a ranged attack? Are you making a ranged melee attack for me?
I'm not throwing the bottles yet, it's just a bottle of flammable shit. I haven't put it on fire yet. I'm just in there now with stuff that I haven't talked about.
Wait, Cam, wait. Cam, don't do anything yet. I touched the tree.
Throgyn, you
We're-
touch the tree.
We're doing one more chat, and I start my pocket watch again. 3 minutes. You got 3
Okay.
minutes.
I'm not allowed any fun.
Throgyn, you were touching the tree.
Uh-huh.
Throgyn, when you touch the tree, you once again feel that voice or that presence basically asking for permission in the back of your head.
I say yes.
You fall into the tree, not physically, just mentally. And you find yourself again in a white void, but in a different white void than you found yourself in last time. Instead of being what was very clearly on the ground in a room of walls, this time you find yourself almost as if you're standing on top of the tree itself. You're still in a white void, but this time you feel the idea of open air around you. The idea of a very luxurious room with high-backed chairs, food on tables. None of it's real, it's all just sort of white space. But it's there nonetheless. And as you sit there, you feel again this voice in the back of your head as you see in front of you a figure. Humanoid, thin, pointy ears, long, pointy ears. Hello. It's very nice of you to join me.
Hi, who are you?
You may not be familiar. Go here. It's a pleasure.
Go there. I'm Throgyn. Nice to meet you.
I offer a hand to shake, though. You must forgive me for not being quite myself right now.
What happened?
I've been trapped here. Here and in other locations, though the gnome in my bowels has immolated the others. This is all that is left.
How do we get you out of here?
I can recover on my own given enough time, though you bringing one of my acorns to a different area would be greatly appreciated.
How do I take it with me?
I will ensure you have one when I return to your body, if you agree.
Where do you want it to go?
The mainland. Somewhere where the soil is less salty, if that's possible.
I will take it.
I can, in fact, with my limited strength here, provide you return passage as well, should you require it.
How do we get the redhead out of the tree?
That's the thing. She's immolated every other instance of me. I do not wish to let her go. If I do, there's, in all likelihood, she will kill this last holdout I have.
Why?
Many, many cracks ago, someone working in my name captured her and some others. I believe she holds me responsible for it after all these years.
You are not?
I am a tree.
Good point. Good point. Yeah, you're right about that.
Sorry, sorry.
We met her wife. We just want to bring her back to her wife.
Interesting. I understand. Family is such a dear concept. How about the following? I will allow you to take her form. However, I will keep her in a slumber until you are away from here. Is that amenable?
Yeah, so when we're back, she gets back to her own body.
I will leave her with a necklace of my resin. The moment you are away from here, you may remove it from her, and she will be back to how she was. 100
That
years
sounds
ago.
good to me. Is it okay if I discuss it with my friends first before doing anything? I think Fig will kill me if I do anything rash again.
Meanwhile, in like the awake world, Cam just holding the bottle like, I want to throw it. I want to throw it.
As you say that, Throgyn, Fig, it's been 3
Got
minutes.
15 seconds.
It's
Yeah,
been
I know.
3
I'm
minutes.
like, and I pull you
Good.
out.
Throgyn, you are back
Okay,
in your
guys,
body.
I have a deal
You
for you.
feel the green stone that used to be in your hand, Throgyn, is now a very small cone, like pine cone looking thing.
I put it away safely. I have a deal, guys. We can
Sorry, a
take.
deal with what?
You
I
see the boughs
talked-
that had previously reached out to Throgyn recede back into the upper canopy of the tree.
I talked to the tree.
The tree, nothing, no.
I talked to the tree. The gnome doesn't talk. I talked to the tree, and the tree says that we can take her body, and then when she's not here anymore, we can break the curse and she'll be back mentally as well. But because if we wake her up right now, then she'll destroy the tree, and the tree doesn't like that. But we can take her, and the tree won't fight us, I think. The tree will, I think, maybe allow us to go back.
I mean, yeah, I've got no hard feelings against this tree. It's Big is really just like negotiating with the tree.
Can I do this?
Yeah, I mean, you just want to get the gnome and then get out. That's perfectly fine. Did you barter for something? Like, I mean, obviously we don't want to kill it. Yeah, it can live on its own. That's fine.
I'm gonna plant the acorn, the pine cone that I got. I'm gonna plant it somewhere, but I don't know where.
Huh. Maybe talk to Yuka about it later.
Once we talk, well, yeah, once we get Yuka back.
Yeah,
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 I
because
go into the circle and I'm like,
So we're
hello.
not gonna burn.
As you step into the circle, you once again see as one of these branches basically unfurl and sort of snakes down towards you and offers itself towards your hand. Upon touching it, you once again
Jake
feel it in
motion.
the back of your head asking for permission,
Yeah,
and you are transported back into that white space. Well, it appears
we
our
would
meetings
love
got
to
cut
take your
short.
deal.
Wonderful. I will send you back now. I would recommend you not attempt to catch the gnome.
To catch the gnome?
And then you
Is she
are
gonna fall?
very gingerly set back into your body, Throgyn.
Fig, catch the gnome. I think. Maybe.
I'm sorry. What?
You see
I look up and
as you look up,
I-
you see cracks begin forming in the resin that encases this ginger gnome woman.
Yep.
And Fig, are you going to try and catch the gnome?
Maybe don't catch the gnome. I don't know if he said that because I'm too tiny to catch the gnome, or if he said that because you were gonna
Or
be
he just
transported
hates
into
gnome.
black and white.
I don't want to
He
give her a
clearly
concussion.
doesn't
That's
like
like
the
a
gnome.
good 8 feet. That's like
I can
10
catch.
feet up.
No.
I'm
I
gonna-
don't know. I don't think we should catch her. I don't know.
I'm gonna catch the gnome. That's
Alright, Fig, I am going to need a dexterity save as these chunks of resin begin falling towards you.
yeah, it's fine. Dexterity.
Cam's just sitting there ready for violence.
Yeah.
I still want to burn the tree.
You can
You're
burn.
allowed. You can burn the tree if you want to burn the
Yeah, but
tree.
burn-
the people
no.
are too close to the tree.
You can't burn the tree. You can burn the vinegar.
On the tree.
No.
Fig.
The tree's my friend now.
Fig. Fig.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fig.
Yeah.
Fig goes down. Pig! Oh no, pig!
Oh, hang on. /R is not a valid command. There we go. Fig, can you, oh, that's actually not that much damage. Fig, can you take 5 bludgeoning damage for me?
Yep.
And then I do also need I really need a wisdom saving throw, but I'm not feeling like asking it for you, so you just sort of, like, get conked on the head really bad.
Well, I'm okay with wisdom. That's better.
No, but getting conked on the head was the dizzying.
Yeah, that would be harder.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
if you want that, I just like fall and then like she like lands on me. That's
Yeah, so you notice as the last of this resin begins to crack off of the gnome, she begins to start slipping ever so slightly over the bow before she's not dropped like a sack of potatoes. Rather, it's almost like the 2 branches that were wrapped around her sort of unroll her down to the ground. So, like, her head doesn't contact the ground, but she is going to have, like, some scrapes and some bruises. Fig, she lands on top of you.
Yep. Right. And then I think I just do just a regular medicine check to see if there's any like immediate injuries that I should know about.
Give me a medicine
I think
check.
we did it before, but she was like up in a tree. So.
Correct. Give me a medicine check.
That I believe is a nat 20. It is, because that's a 3
Is
there.
in fact a nat 20. Congratulations. You notice a couple of different things there.
Definitely the one that I needed it to be on.
You notice that this woman is beat up. Like, beat up. She's got, like, bruises. You think she has a broken rib maybe in one spot. That's been like that for what seems to be years. Easily 15 years. Again, these bruises, they're old. They've had time to mostly heal. As are some of these, like, lashes and things. You notice that she has an empty scabbard on her hip. And the more you look around, the more you start to see on this tree, there's scarring that seems to mimic that of a rapier or a dirk. And you notice one other thing, which is that as this woman has not yet come to, you see that there is, again, this necklace of tree resin around her neck. Chunks, hardened, sort of just staying there. Where they touch her skin, you feel that voice in the back of your head again. Instead of saying any specific words, rather you get just a mm-mm. As you almost subconsciously are able to see little veins of vampiric energy, like, emanating from the resin into the gnome.
We can't
That's
take the
the
necklace off yet. Because she
later,
needs to
right?
mentally still be away.
Right. I'm just gonna maybe fix this rib because I don't want to make it worse when we're moving her.
Good idea.
And that will be a cure wounds.
Absolutely use cure wounds. I'm not going to make you roll for it, just mark off that you've used it. With a cure wounds, you're going to be able to set that. It's not completely healed, that's going to take time, but it's at the very least not going to get worse as you move her.
I think we're gonna get transported out of here, but I don't know how or when.
And as you say that, Throgyn, there is a door at the southern side of the room. It had been there the whole time, but you guys had been more interested with the tree in front of it than anything else. You see that this door... Oh, give me a second, hang on.
Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Thank you. Anyways, this door at the back of the room. You see that there is a door there. You also see that this tree, Golthia, 2 of its roots begin to basically pull out of the ground. And as they pull out of the ground, they sort of rear up and they make... It's not a perfect arch, and it's certainly not like what you saw when you went to the Feywilds. But you can tell that this is a doorway of sorts. And
Amateur.
portal is green, deep, almost yellowy, bloody green. Looks more like phlegm or mucus than anything else. And it's there, and it very clearly has that magical energy and sheen to it. But it's very thick. It's goopy. It repulses you.
I suppose that's our way out. That's
I think we have to
Eh.
go through the snot door.
There is also the other door, if you do not wish to go through the snot door.
as in doors in like regular door, to, like
Regular
just whatever
wooden
other.
door on the southern side
other-
of the room. There's also a second door on the northern side of the room, but that is the direction you came from.
Yep.
There's 4 doors if you include snot door.
I think we need to go through snot door.
Yeah, I don't know if we're still looping or not, but we should, yeah, head out. And I pick up the gnome lady, and I slowly move over to said door if I'm following Throgyn.
I
All right,
yeah.
you go through the door. Throgyn, you step into snot door.
Does
Cam,
it
do
feel
you step into
snotty?
snot door?
I still really want to burn the tree. I was not involved
You
in any
cannot do that.
Why
Do
not?
burn the tree. It's my
You're-
friend.
You went through the snot door. You won't know.
I befriended the tree.
I don't
The
trust
tree is
the tree.
giving you the snot. You can't go through the snot door after you've burned the
Cam?
tree.
Cam, if we burn the tree, it might loop us again. I don't know if we're still in that or not, so we might not get out of here if you do burn the tree.
I'm never allowed any fun. And I walk
can
to the
burn
door.
a different
Dejected.
I also wanted to sort of burn the tree. I'm sorry, it's
I don't
Throgyn
trust the
talked to-
tree. It's suspicious.
I
we can talk about this
befriended it.
later. We can
I
talk
Look,
about
and
this
you
later. Throgyn.
befriend so many scammers. I don't trust any of your friends.
I don't think this one's a scammer though.
You don't know
don't
that.
know
How
until
did
we
this-
go through the door.
I might just push them both like
Yeah.
through the
Yes, I'm going.
Just-
I pulled
I'm
Cam
letting
with me.
myself be.
Cam, Throgyn, you're both in the snot door. Fig, you begin
Yes.
to walk towards the snot door,
Mhm.
and your sensor gets caught on air.
Yep.
As you begin to walk forwards, you feel a tug on your waist as your sensor refuses to get closer than 6 inches to this door. Your friends are already through it. You push them through yourself.
Well, I sort of walked through. Well, if they were, they're already through. I'm holding a gnome. I can't.
You're holding
Uh,
it all.
Sorry,
Throw the gnome.
even if this isn't. Nope. Even if this isn't the right move, I need to follow my compatriots. I'm not saying friends yet, and I push through.
You push through.
Yeah.
Big, you step in to the snot door as well.
Mhm.
All 3 of you, as you go through, you again begin to lose that sort of vision. And for a moment, you exist in blackness. Throgyn. Standing in front of you, walking alongside you, you see a very light, potentially elven man. The race is hard to pin down, but he has that lithe, that wiry strength that a lot of elves and a lot of drow tend to have.
Wait.
You see that his hair is that of vines
Wait.
and grasses. It looks
That's a
almost
tree?
blonde.
I asked Throgyn.
Ah, Fig, you don't see this.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Fig. You don't get to be friends with this guy. Yet.
Well, the thing is, if Throgyn says they talk to a tree, I'm imagining a tree, not like a person with a name. I'd be completely different.
You see this man walking alongside you. Skin, fair, pale, almost like that of moonlight. Long, straight hair. And as he turns and he smiles at you, his teeth glimmer in the non-existent light. He's dressed fancily, almost as if wherever he comes from he has wealth. He has the ability to travel as he wishes. Cam, you see nothing. You are simply unconscious for a brief moment. Until you see, standing at the end, we'll get back to you. Big, you see nothing but 3 mustard-colored eyes.
God
They
is
look at
angry.
you. They are in front of you. No matter how far you step, they maintain distance.
Am
They
I still
look at-
carrying?
You're still carrying the gnome, yes.
Okay.
They look at you not with anger, not with frustration. They look at you with disappointment, Fig.
I, I'm, I'm sorry. I needed to follow what my friends thought. I didn't want to leave them.
Jojo, I
And they
didn't
look at
want to
you
burn the tree.
with pity. And you see a pamphlet appear in the sky in front of you and float to the ground as the eyes fade out. Big.
Yep.
We'll get back to that pamphlet in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I am now stopping the timer. You have 46 seconds till the next loop started. Cam, walking forwards, you see a spark of light. A spark of light that grows brighter and brighter the closer you get to it.
Yep, I'm dead.
And then you see a humanoid figure. And then we take a break, because it is time for a break. We will be back here in 10 minutes at 5 till the hour to continue with Chamomile now meeting this mysterious figure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They called me his friend. I heard you. Not Throgyn, but I heard you.
Yeah. He said it to his deity, but not to anybody else.
Yeah. All right. We'll be back in 10 minutes. See you guys then. for us to go post-break. We are back once again, and, well, let's just say that it is time for Chamomile to have a very interesting time.
I am concerned.
So, Chamomile,
Okay.
you see in front of you a figure, humanoid, of light. In this black void, there is nothing around you that you can see other than this figure. And this figure looks at you, perceives you, and you see something very particular. The wrists, the elbows, the shoulders, the head, the neck, the knees, the ankles, the hips, all have small, thin, gossamer threads pulling up, 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 until you can't see where they end. And when this figure moves, it's almost as if their limbs are being pulled by these threads into position. Hello. Chamomile.
Just please.
Of course. Karen.
Hi.
Hi. Is this what you three wanted to get out of this?
Sorry, I'm not very good at listening. Could you repeat that?
Of course. Is this what you three wanted to get out of this little side adventure?
No. I wasn't paying much attention, and then there was a portal, and I was still trying to leave my stuff, and I followed my friends, and now we've got a gnome.
Fair enough. A very important gnome, I will admit. Well,
I've been told
she's-
she's a wife, so I guess at least to someone.
This is true. But enough about her. What do you want, Chamomile?
Like, wait, like, from life? From today? From next month?
Up to you, Cam.
My guy, I've never been able to answer this question. I want to make art and I want to become a bird.
Fair enough. I can't help with the bird or the archery,
Okay.
but I
Right.
could tell you how to acquire them, should you wish.
But I've been told to practice harder to become a bird. So, like, that's not. If you can help me with that, then someone else telling me to try harder isn't going to help much.
The person who told you that isn't necessarily wrong, though I don't believe they understood the way you work. Tell me, when you sculpt, do you sculpt to get better? Or do you sculpt to do something else?
I sculpt because that's what my brain wants to do.
Why is becoming a bird any different? It is simply another art form, is it not?
Well, yes, but also to show up my cousin, because he can be a bird, and he's a bit of a pretentious prick about it.
I see. Do you wish harm on him? Or do you simply wish to show him you are also capable?
Well, I mean, I don't like that guy, but I don't want to harm him. Okay, that's not true. I was gonna say I don't want to harm anyone, but like I've been proven to not mind. No, I mean, I just want to rub it in his face next time we have a barbecue.
Fair enough. Well, if I had to recommend something, I would recommend looking at it like your other art forms. Or, I would recommend finding a way to expedite the process if you wish for it now.
How would I expedite it?
I'm sure you have one way already.
Do I?
You left it with my compatriot, I believe.
Oh, you're a friend of Fuzzy Face. What's his name?
He, yes.
That's his name?
It is now.
That seemed inconvenient. How will you know if you're talking about he or about someone else who is a man?
And
Okay, never mind.
Cam, when the word is said again the next time, you viscerally feel in your body that it is capital H E. He. Capital H, capital E, he. Not he,
Okay.
lowercase. Not shouting, not aggressive. More so just you feel in your spirit that there is a difference to those two. Unfortunately, he gave up his name many years ago.
Something
I
about
call him
that.
other things, the merchant, the salesman. That's one of my favorites.
I think he's been called annoying bastard by one of our friends.
I'm sure he's been called that by many. His name, however, is one that only a few of us know.
Uh-huh. Talking about this guy again?
He
Oh,
has
yes, you're a friend.
gold.
Yes, you're a friend of
Yes.
Oh yeah, I left stuff. Yes, I left stuff because it was making people sick.
Throgyn, as you continue walking forwards, you see that your friend begins to fade. Becomes a little bit see-through, a little bit two-dimensional, and then vanishes.
Hey, where are you going?
And in front of you there is a light, with a single shadow in front of you. Fade, as you walk forwards, what do you do with that pamphlet on the ground? Bless you.
Well, I don't really want to let go of the gnome that we came so far, but I will like peer over and see if I can read the title at least.
Reading the title of the pamphlet, Fade. The proper disposal of vampiric items. And
Yep, I've read that one. I'm making the decision that Fig has read that one, and he's
That's fair.
oh no.
You,
And then
as you continue walking, you see the pamphlet becomes even more two-dimensional than it had been previously. Nothing more than color blocks and squiggles, and then you see in front of you a light with a single shadow in front of it. And if the two of you are to keep walking, you will approach Cam and the figure after Cam asks one more question.
Fuck, I need to think of a question. I'm desperately trying. Well, Cam's desperately trying to remember what we know about the friend of he, because I know the items are cursed. You know what? What do you want with me?
With you? I want to see what you do. I enjoy watching you, Cam.
That's not creepy at all.
And that is when Fig and Throgyn both walk up. Fig, Throgyn, neither of you see the gossamer threads. Oh. You've brought her to me. And she looks towards you, Fig, holding the gnome.
There is she.
I go up to you. I'm like, we're out of here. We did good. I take one of my alchemy bottles and I take the necklace off and I put it in my alchemy bottle because I want to save it. Yes, I'm doing the thing. You can stop.
You do the thing.
Throgyn,
You-
I, d- did the tree have a name?
Yeah. Yeah.
Throgyn, trees don't really have names. People have names.
Because deities have names, right?
Yeah, that's a deity, not a tree. What was the name?
Golfia.
And then it's roll for history.
Roll for history.
Can I
Go on,
can I
roll for
continue
history.
taking the necklace off?
You can
It's
continue taking
in
the
my
necklace off.
bottle now.
Yeah,
I
it's in the
don't
bottle.
touch it, but
You watch as you take this necklace off of this gnome. As soon as you begin to pull it away from the skin, you have a little bit of arcane knowledge, Throgyn. You definitely feel that there is some sort of spell that breaks as soon as it breaks contact with the skin. That said, there is no difference in the gnome. Rather, the gnome takes a few breaths, and when it looks like the gnome is about to wake up from her forced slumber, you see that the inky blackness that surrounds you begins to also cover the gnome's body, easing up from the legs, from the hands, covering her completely, until it even covers through that shock of red curly hair. And as it flows down over her face, you see it is replaced with a porcelain mask.
The next person we met would be one of the ones. You're evil.
do I hear?
I am simply shooting the guns that you load and prime for me.
I'm too dumb
Perfect.
for this.
Fig,
Okay.
with a
Logan is
15
too
history.
stupid for this. I'm
Fig,
so
with a-
sad.
I'm so sorry. It's all right. I feel really bad, Feather, because you've been on the receiving end of 2 of those today. I'm so sorry. I will tell you that the other 2 guns do have a bullet each. Like, you have more gun bullets.
Uh-huh.
They just weren't in the Glock. I'm sorry. Fig with a 16 on history. You are not going to recognize the name Golfian. However, you are going to know that trees having names tends to either be a very good thing or a very bad thing. Trees that are given names either have them because a humanoid has named them, because a fae has, because like a force of nature has named them, or because they have named themselves. You are not sure which of the 3 this one falls into. You do know that if it has a name, that is either because it has given great boons to people or has caused great harm to people.
I am trying to go through any like vampiric things, and if I know of a vampiric tree.
Crossing through
And if they
vampiric
exist.
names, you get a little bit more.
Yep.
You don't know of a tree named Golfian, though you are aware of a man named Golfia. Golfia lived years ago, centuries ago by any means, by any count. You're not entirely sure what happened, how it came about, how this fits into the grand weave and weft of the world. However, what you do know about the weave of the world is at one point, there was a lord by the name of Golfia. And this lord was said to be eternally not youthful, but in his prime. Eternally beautiful, lithe, but deceptively strong. That he would invite people to his manor, to his castle, to his keep. And they would always return, but they would return different than they were before. Unclear what had caused the change, but the change was there nonetheless. This man was killed in folk story by a fence post to the heart, as hefted by a local folk hero.
Yeah, I'm
You are holding a tragedy.
ah. Ah, fiddlesticks.
I'm so sorry.
No, 'cause Fig's the one that asked for this.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah, but I was the one that didn't think about it.
mhm.
I wasn't thinking at all about anything.
I'm bad
Um,
at thinking.
Oh.
Are we
Birds
still in
have
like a
small
void?
brains.
Yeah, you're still in the void. The figure is still
Okay.
there watching all three of you.
Let me one one thing
Can
at
we
a
s-
time. And I slowly like
One thing at a time.
Still only Cam can see the figure, right?
Oh
Is the
no,
figure still there?
all of you can see the figure. Cam is the only one that can see the gossamer threads on the figure.
And I recognize him.
As in the light,
Yes.
the light person?
I do believe you've seen this person before, have you not, Throgyn? Oh, Throgyn, you have it. Oh, Throgyn, you have it. Oh my goodness, Throgyn, sorry. Okay, standing in front of you, there's a figure. There's a humanoid figure. Size of a medium humanoid, maybe a bit larger. Vastly larger. They emit light. In this void, they are the brightest thing around. And they are entrancing to look at. This figure glows and shines with so much life in front of you. It is beautiful and terrifying simultaneously. Hello, little dwarf.
You can see me?
Yes, I can see all of you.
You don't have.
I may not appear to have eyes to you, but I do have them, Karen.
That seems rude. How many eyes do you have? What color are they?
Well, I have 10. Most of
That's a
them.
good number.
Many of them are brown, but not all of them.
Hmm.
Why did you want to know the name of the tree?
Fig is starting to get a headache.
Oh, Fig.
It's the it's trees don't have names unless they're like known in the world, and I don't know this one, so that um did what did it look like to you?
Like, kind of
Was it a
elvish.
tree?
Elvish? Kinda?
Right. Right. You still have the thing from the tree, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the pine cone. Yeah.
Acorn.
There you go.
I'd like to cast Sacred Flame.
As soon as you begin to cast it, it goes up as if it was like the driest, like wicker in existence. It is
Does it smell
burning in your hand. It is screaming, Throgyn. Throgyn, it is screeching and screaming and howling. And then it is
Hey, I bet
burned
you-
to ash.
Throgyn, do you feel better? Do you just
I
Guys,
need to
traumatized
stress, Cam, Fig, you do not hear the screaming.
Yep.
Is Logan still carrying the tragedy or did they like get out of the
Oh, I think Fig
You
put the
killed
tragedy
it.
down.
I put him down.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
screaming. You
killed it. Yeah, vampiric stuff does that, and I sort of just like
What?
As you shake it off your hand,
It's like
Fig,
a Horcrux.
Fig, as you shake it off your hand, all three of you watch as the moment it loses contact with Fig, it begins to become two-dimensional. Paper cutouts falling to the void with one vanishing.
Wait, do I see the 2D stuff or
Yep,
no?
you see the 2D stuff.
That's the first
We all
time I'm
see the
seeing
three-
the 2D stuff.
Yes, it is.
Yep, we all see the 2D stuff now. Okay, that's
Why is
done
it
with.
doing that?
The tragedy
Is
sits
the-
on the ground, cross-legged.
Okay, if I look at the light person, are they 3D or 2D?
They are light.
Yeah, but like if
They-
I
they are
they don't
light.
appear.
It's blinding light. There is no shape.
But they were vaguely humanoid. Therefore there is a shape. Therefore there is some dimensionality to it.
Also, they were pretty, right?
They are gorgeous. They are stunning.
That has some shape, right? I
Okay,
don't
and
know
the
what shape.
tragedium, is that 2D or 3D?
As you look at the tragedium, you see that they appear to you, Cam, stuffed.
Oh, you
You
dropped
cut
that
away.
for me.
Oh, hello? They appear
Yeah,
to
back.
you stuffed. Felt. Three-dimensional, but stuffed.
I'm confused.
Stuffed animal. You're sort of.
Yeah, no,
Lucky.
no, Cam's confused. Rose heard it. Cam's just confused.
The tragedium makes as close to eye contact as they can make with you.
You said the light being had like strings, like
Yes,
a marionette type thing.
correct.
Does the tragedium?
No, the tragedium does not.
I'm just gonna like look between the one and the other and the one and just be like trying to figure shit out. There's not much going on, but it's gonna look like I'm thinking very hard about stuff.
What you thinking?
Stuff. Let me cook.
The
Breaking Bad
tragedium
exists.
begins to stand up, unfolding its lanky form.
Oh, now they're even taller because I'm
It
short.
is taller than the gnome was.
How
I'm
did
so
you fit in the
sorry.
gnome?
It proffers a hand to you, Cam.
I'll
Cam, you've experienced this once before. What you see
Yep.
is in your mind's eye. It is almost as if you were looking out through two, like, holes that have a mesh covering them. You've worn masks before, you've been to fancy events. It's like that. You feel yourself stepping into something. A suit that covers your feet, your hands, everything about you. And you feel someone else basically pull something up, button up your back. And you flip this mask down. And then you are back in your body as the tragedium takes its hand away.
It's rude. I don't want to wear people like suits. It also seems claustrophobic, but
It shrugs.
I might. Fig. I think. Fig's still like. Oh, we're still in a void. But he might like walk to like the side of the tragedium and just like see if like there's a line between like the mask and the rest of the body, like if it's detachable.
You see that the mask appears to be basted on with very few stitches.
Stitches.
I've seen rippers. I don't know if that's how it works.
How about
The tragedium is just gonna look at you, Throgyn. Just turn its head to look at you.
I'm sorry, I
Before-
changed you into this. I
The
didn't mean
lion,
to.
the witch, and the audacity of this bird.
I'm trying to
before
fix something for once.
If I look at Fig or Throgyn, do they have like the puppety strings?
They do. You do
If I
as
look
well,
at my
Cam.
own arm, God freaking damn it!
What
Why am I a puppet?
do you
I
mean?
asked the thingy, the tragedium.
Oh, you asked the tragedium.
Yeah,
Uh,
I just go with my arm like, why am I a puppet?
The tragedium is going to immediately flick its head back towards you. And this is the first time, Cam, you are seeing eyes appear. They are deep, black, and I need you to roll me a charisma saving throw.
Sure. I'm not that good at those.
I know.
Okay, for me. Ah, fantastic. That's a 5.
Chamomile. Darling Cam. You faint.
Fun.
You wake up before you hit the ground. You still
It's
see
no nice.
You still see gossamer strings on the figure, on Throgyn, on Fig. However, there are not, and there never have been, any strings on you, Cam. Nor has the tragedium ever had eyes.
But like, but I remember that they
No.
were, or they're not.
do you? Don't think you do.
Why am I not on strings?
What do you mean?
Sorry, Cam. Strings? What?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not. Do you mean those
Hey.
cables?
No, 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 no. Like, can't you see them? Like, you never had
looked
the
at where
dolls
Cam's
with
pointing.
like the crossy.
Can I do an Arcana check to see what Cam's talking about?
You can absolutely give
I've
me an
seen
arcana
puppet
check.
shows.
Can I roll a wisdom check to see if I'm safe?
Yes, absolutely you may.
I rolled a 13.
Throgyn, you've heard of spells before that allow you to basically puppet people? Command is one of them. It works similarly, but you've not ever heard of it appearing as strings. Maybe some other higher level wizard spells would do that. You could fully imagine that's something a wizard would learn how to do. But, you know, you don't have any personal experience or personal knowledge about it. Cam, what did you
I rolled
roll
it.
for your little sanity check?
13.
Cam, you
Or-
feel okay. You feel a little bit shaky, like your heart is racing in your chest. You feel like your body has been through a panic, like it's been through a fight, but you don't know why.
Okay, just a question as Rose,
Yeah.
the player.
Yeah.
Did the situation with me on strings in the eyes, did that just now get reality wiped? Or is it just like, did it happen, but is it like time look back?
Throgyn and Fig would have heard Cam ask that question and seen Cam pass out.
Yep.
Cam,
Okay.
you have no memory of this.
Okay, so it's just my memory that's gone.
It might
So
just be
they
your
heard-
memory, it might be only you being time looped, you don't know.
So they heard me ask, why am I on strings? See me
Yes.
faint, then I hear me ask, why am I not on strings?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
Great. That's
Yes.
the part I wanted to like double check.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
we have reached the end of our session time.
I'm so
Mhm.
confused.
So,
Can I create a problem for next session?
it depends on the problem.
You
What do you
mean
want to
both?
propose?
I just
Anyway.
kind of want to ask the Shining Light figure why they're on strings.
I see. That
I can't hear
is
you.
concerning. Cat. Your eyes are better than we thought. And that is where we will end the session then.
Is that the light or the tragedian?
That is the light. The tragedian has never spoken.
Oh yeah, that was the whole
Yeah.
visiony stuff.
Yeah. So, with that, that is where we are going to end for tonight. Next week, I hope to have everyone back here because next week will be our last session before a minimum 2-week hiatus. That being said, we are getting into the December season, which means that I can imagine already a bunch of our schedules are going to get a lot more busy. We are going to try and keep as up to date as we can. I know for sure that I know for sure that week after next and the week after that one, we will be gone. I hope to be back, first of all, next week with a full party so we can continue this lovely conversation with this lovely figure. But then I also hope to be back and streaming on the 22nd of December. I have no idea if that's going to happen, just based on our personal schedules. So I will try and update the Ko-fi and Patreon if you guys want an up-to-date schedule about that and about when we will be back. That said, everything is starting to click into place. I am imagining only about 6 to 7 more sessions in this campaign, or at least in the first arc of this campaign. So I would like to give a lovely round of applause and lovely thank you to my players for being so wonderful so far. Yay! Love you guys. So, with that being said, I know that Sunny K is not here, so Sunny K cannot plug themselves.
Bandcamp. Sunny K?
Hey.
That's something?
Hey
Go
Sunny
check
K.
out-
It's Bandcamp
Oh, hey,
Hey Sunny K.
Sure.
Mhm.
But that one, go check it out. Music's great.
Music's great. They do all of our intro, outro stuff, music stuff. I also learned, because Sunny K actually popped in during the break, that the instrumental track you hear during our starting soon and our break screen was actually inspired by that tree we fought earlier today, which is very funny to me because I did not know that. So that is Sunny K's stuff. Go check her out. You can also check me out and find any scheduling updates, stuff like that on my Patreon and my Ko-fi. Both of those are at /Nalise. Additionally, you can find any old VODs of this, as well as my exclusive YouTube content, which has not gone up in a while, but it is still there, in posterity's sake, on NaliseRPG at youtube.com. I think that's everything. I'm just going to very quickly see if there's anyone I know that we can raid right now, because I've been forgetting to do that the last couple of weeks. Whoopsie daisy.
Let's see. I'm gonna see if you can see my pencil sketching so far for that. That's sort of there.
It's very
Okay.
light.
I'm very
Well,
faint. That's because it's a sketch. Anyway, so
Yeah.
there's the 4 of us. But I
Love
might
them.
complete it for next time. See if that happens. But also shout out to our lovely little icons by Randa's art.
Randa's art. Randa's art, yeah.
Randa's art. Yep.
Who you can find here on Twitch as well. But that is all from us for this week. Yeah. I hope everyone here had a great time. I hope you all enjoyed as well. And I hope that if it so pleases you, you join us during our next session as well. See ya.
I want to
Make
burn
sure-
something.
Make sure your dice rolls go once more with feeling.
Love you.
Bye.
Off Baratar, shining shores, fine sailing folk are we. The line between the sea and sky, our only boundary. On crashing waves and even tides we'll navigate the sea. Steadfast our mission in our minds to keep these waters free.